That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me
damn you.
Just let me
Sound like a gangster movie.
Ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me
we don't do that meme anymore.
Oh, that shit just let me
and we're broadcasting live from the heart of Europe. This is the most bad-ass YouTube broadcast in all no land. You can say bitch now, you know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, bitch and shit. We can say in the first 3 minutes.
Bitch and...
Don't say anything else.
Okay,
bitch,
just
bitch and shit is okay. Bitch and shit. That's some bitch and shit. Sounds like it's some 80s stuff. That's pretty bitchin'. Bitchin'. Let's see. Fucking, what was I thinking about? Oh, I almost didn't do this. I know you probably won't believe me because I'm a drama whore like everybody else. Because I felt like I said everything about, like it was me and you last time, said everything about. I don't think anything's changed. The only difference is I haven't watched any of this, so I wanted to react to it live.
Cool.
None of it. So it's me and you going in blind.
Sweet.
Yes,
which I'm always running in blind anyway. So
well, there's a couple reasons to change my mind. I kind of said like last week, nobody's safe. I don't care. Some of you aren't safe in the chat. I'm telling you. The other part of it was I knew I had to do it at some level, and then I was like, well, maybe I'll do it on a member stream. All right. But that seems like I'm putting it behind a paywall, and I'm really good. I guess I don't want to be seen as exploiting the situation. And I just decided I'm not. I'm doing what I normally do. Fuck John. No. That's pretty much what it came down to. Was that 30 seconds in? Or how? Yeah, probably.
You're good.
I said
it's way past 30 now.
And 2 minutes. I want to get into like why, like, is Nick pouring up? Tom screwed up. Arguably worse. Thanks so much, Augie. Thank you, Augie. Jesus. Arguably worse. And was able to get through it. What is it about John besides the fact that, I'll just tell you, I had a conversation with Nick. Nick said if he just put banger videos out, he'd be fine. And you know what? Yeah, I could think if his videos were that good, yeah, he could probably have never changed the thing. Right? And gone on. That's true. If you put out content, people they will find reasons why you're cool. Right? It's not all about, it's just when your character comes into question, it's when you're not making great videos or not uploading or something. Yeah, I'm sick of that guy. I'm absolutely sure if somebody could get some dirt on Clown, there's first of all, you have to be angry about not getting the J Station video or Clown's 3-year upload anniversary passing just last month on top of something legit, and then Clown's a bad guy. It's just that simple. But if Clown starts putting up bangers, that's it. But I also, where I disagree with Nick is there is an aspect of this that I do think is a personality when it comes to you, the fan, the content intaker. I do have a skewed view of this because I'm on the other side. But I do believe, and I could be wrong. I think if I am wrong, I think it's the level. Tom's just more relatable. John looks like an NPC when he talks. I know when I've talked to him privately, it's just something not real. There's something plastic. There's something, it's like an NPC maybe conversation. And I think I don't think Tom went after Pyro knowing that the information was flawed. I think he didn't cross the T's and dot the I's. Whereas John did something, I think it's the difference between first and second degree murder, right? John did something, it was more first degree. Like it was planned and then covered. Because it's like Tom committed second degree murder and John, and I do believe that's worse.
John's was premeditated.
But here's the thing. It's just I'm going to point out. Tom had a victim. John was only a victim himself, and in the decisions that he continued to make. I think what happened was, and he probably just blames the YouTubers or blames me for it. John went on to basically tear off his mask and really prove everything that I've ever been saying about him for the past 3.5 years, and just prove me right on every turn. And that he's snaky, that he's plastic, that he's that he's a snake. He's willing to play that game behind the scene, that unseemly game behind the scene, and he wasn't able to hide it like he used to. And then so you have the scandal, and you're not putting out fucking videos. There you go. So I think it's a little what I think. I think Tom is more palatable at the end of the day, and John, added on to the fact that things he did afterwards, is not. Because who do you connect with more? Like John's weird. Like I don't connect with him on everything. Does he like sports like I do? Does he play poker? Is he into certain comic books or sci-fi? I don't know what the fuck John is. I know he's really into YouTube and making money at it. And that's it. John, like Tom's into fucking Sopranos, and he has certain things like that, and there's music that like he likes the new metal band, which is actually my generation, Music Era. I can connect with that. What the hell is John? John's a YouTuber. He's just a YouTuber, and I think that's the major difference. But I do think Nick is probably right at the end of the day. A couple banger videos. That's what Tom did. You're good. Yeah. But John seems to think that everybody should have. I don't think John thinks he did anything wrong. I think he thinks the public thinks he did something wrong, and he has to sort of feign answering for it, sort of like he's done in the past. And it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. I think people are generally pissed off at him, and also realize that he hasn't. Tom also hasn't put videos essentially going, "Woe is me." He just owned the mistake and plowed on. Yeah, it's woe is me, because the woe is me comes from John. Doesn't. Where are you? What's happened to my friend Jeff? Jeff, where are you? There you are. Yeah, because I don't think he did anything wrong. I mean, does anybody believe? Put it in the chat if you're on the page with me. Let's say Nick would write a tweet, right? And it got a lot of momentum. And the tweet said something like, I'm not saying that he would do this, or Tommy C is gone, or anybody, just put Tommy C or Jeff or some other Willie Mack or anybody. And he says, this has gone too far. John has done wrong, but the punishment doesn't fit the crime. And for some reason, this tweet just went viral. And people are like, you know what, Nick, you're right. We got to do something, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you don't think John would jump on that and say, yeah, that's the case, even though Willie Mack had nothing to do with his fall, Tommy C had nothing to do with his fall, or anybody else had nothing to do, nobody else other than him. And the fact that he just doesn't seem to own it, and it doesn't resonate with the people that he's trying to entertain. I don't know. There's just something about him. He's a poker player that was playing at the top level and then took a couple bad beats and then just hates playing at the lower stakes. That's what happens in poker. You go up stakes ranges as your bankroll gets bigger, right? And you make more money because you can take then you can start taking part of the bankroll out and use it for living expenses. What happens every so often, happens a lot. Poker players are playing at the top cash game and they take few all-ins later, they're not at those stake levels anymore if they're going to obey their bankroll, how you're supposed to manage your bankroll. So they have to go down. And sometimes it's really, really difficult for them to go down in stakes. And that's what John is to me. He just can't go down in stakes. And I think at the end of the day John's not a good guy.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
He's YouTube to the bone, and there's nothing worse. The new defense is John's Australian friends put him up to copy in Tom's video. Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess that's another thing that's stunt with John. And here's another thing: like he was eventually going to run out of money, and I heard that's a theme in this video. Well, no shit, that's part of the penalty.
That'll happen.
That's a part of the penalty. That will
happen.
You just got to ride through it. I wrote the debated thing, so and managed to scratch things out.
That's
actually made more money
I
after I was kicked out, and I never saw the money that Clown, Chad, and Andy did. There we go.
Hello, everyone. Today I just wanted to have a bit of a chat with you guys about the future of the channel and the future of me making content here on YouTube.
Yeah, this is a stunt right off the bat. This is the end of the channel. There is no, if I wrote Shot from the Point last episode, it's fucking probably get 50,000 hits, maybe even 100,000, right? He knows this. And that's why why I might be quitting is in there right off the bat. If he gets that one tweet or he's able to rally the crowd with this, then yeah, it is. And he took the fucking thing down. This thing is obviously, you can see it's right here. It's unlisted. That's why I might be quitting. Well, this is my last ditch effort. But guess what, John? Just like you said, we're gonna take a break. You're not quitting either. You're just gonna try to do something else. You're looking for the easy. You're looking at the path of least resistance instead of taking the long road. We actually learned something. But
he should have put in not clickbait in the title. Like, am I quitting? Not clickbait.
Am I quitting?
Stars.
Yeah, that's what he should have done.
Yeah.
That's even. Am I quitting? Why I might be quitting? Why am I? Because things aren't going my way. Well, fucking quit. Quit. Why am I might be quitting? All right, you can't pay your bills. Go back to your fucking parents' house and go back to university. You're probably smart enough for that. This happens to people. You're a grown-up!
I don't really do this, especially not on this channel. Just sitting in front of a camera and just talk about things. But I saw Jay Schlatt do it recently, and I guess I kind of got inspired by him doing that.
No, I thought you were inspired by your last self-immolation, empathizing with Dream. No shit, but now you're openly empathizing. You empathize with Dream, and 90% of the videos you empathizing over your personal situation. So now you're just being open about it. I'm not really empathizing. You should have empathy for me.
Well, I mean that's a step in the right direction.
I suppose.
Opening up. Okay. We're getting.
Last time Dream's fucked, and I'm showing empathy. This time I have empathy for me.
For me, yeah.
So, here I am, just ready to give you guys
Rock you
kind of
like
the
a
story
hurricane.
of where things are, how things are going, and what the future holds. Before I talk about everything today, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that's supported me the past few months, whether that be just watching, liking, commenting.
Excuse me. I'm probably going to have a Steve to leave moment. Excuse me. Let's see. I saw fucking, what's his name, write something. All right. Tipster wrote something. Okay. There you go.
No.
Fuck him. Here we go.
Well, that's not the worst thing
you put Patreon and YouTube members. People that aren't getting anything for this.
Get picked up by the filter anyway.
Subscriptions that they're supposed to be getting stuff for. So I apologize for that. I assume at some point I'll sort that stuff out, but things are just a bit hectic at the current moment, and I'll try and explain today.
By the way, everybody's getting murdered with views. Some people think it's a YouTube Shorts thing. Everybody's getting murdered. All right, I'll give you an idea. Next month, I'm going to make $1,000 less than I'd usually make. Some of that's because I'm sick, I think. Some of that's because things are changing.
Why exactly that is. As many of you know, probably most of you know, I got into a massive controversy about 8 months ago involving the biggest YouTuber at the time, the most influential YouTuber at the time.
It doesesn't matter. It's almost like saying, well, if he's less influential, I've got away with it, right? That's the way I'm reading that. It doesn't matter. Like, he doesn't think he did anything wrong. Like, nothing.
There is zero.
There's nothing here. It's the same thing as last time, only worse.
Dream. For those that aren't aware of the controversy, I'm going to try and sum it up as quickly as possible.
That's a lot of money.
I'm a lying sack of
2
shit.
years ago, I was messing around on Discord with a friend of mine, and we were impersonating Dream to mess around with another person that we didn't like very much at the time. It was just...
A fucking, like, was he 15 years old? I mean, that's what you get for hanging out with Lieutenant Cobra. Sleep with fucking wolves, man.
Instead of innocent messing around, I had something like 5,000, 6,000 subscribers at the time.
If it was innocent, why didn't you like him?
I was just messing around. It was very childish, very foolish. But I did it anyway, and somehow this information actually got back to Dream. Dream at this point had featured in my Minecraft documentary on my main channel, and I could assume you wouldn't have been too happy with.
I can't imagine messing with somebody that was 15. Like, messing with them, not fucking having a ring. Oh, you did it to Cobra. Like, yeah, I'll fucking scream and yell at him. Okay. But I can't imagine going out of my way and putting some fucking, like, scam together. Or to fuck with a 15, 16, 17-year-old kid. I can't imagine going out of my way. Saying they're an asshole that has terrible parents, that I can see myself doing.
Yeah.
But no, it's so weird. I just think it's weird to go the extra. Let's make a plan. Let's do an op. You know, they did an op against
let's do an op on a teenager.
On a kid that's like really likes Dreams content. Like, it's so weird. You know, and he was old enough to know better.
Why would you do that to a
He's old enough to know better.
With someone that he had worked with in the past, collabed with, now impersonating him on other accounts. So he actually messaged me, what's going on? Why are you impersonating me? And I basically told him it wasn't me. It was someone else that got access to my account, and it wasn't me. Possibly the worst excuse ever, but that's what I did. And I guess it kind of lay dormant for like an entire year.
Yeah, a whole year.
About a year after that whole situation occurred, I actually became critical of Dream, calling him out for a few things that he had done and a few things that
he smelled fucking money. The guy was huge. It's a commentator thing. Like, who are you kidding?
He had said, and I posted a clip from one of Critical's podcasts where he talked about Dream. Do
you realize like 7 months ago, there were jackass YouTubers running around basically pulling a Wall Street Journal on Dream? And what I mean by that is, what was that? He has too much power. PewDiePie has too much power. We literally did it to ourselves. We did it to Dream. Oh, stands are a problem on the website. Do you remember that? Do you remember that, Jeff? Remember that, Jeff? Remember that, chat?
Yeah.
Like we literally Wall Street Journal ourselves, and he was going to lead the charge. Good.
Somehow got its way to Reddit, in which Dream himself responded with the story of the year previous, the whole impersonation story, and then that found its way to me a few hours after he posted that. When I saw this post from Dream, I panicked pretty hard. I didn't know how far this post would go.
I never believed he panicked. Never believed it.
That Reddit got barely any traction, by the way.
What Reddit?
The Reddit post where John Swan first reacted to.
Yeah.
Dream posted on Reddit. It wasn't getting a lot of like.
I don't believe he panicked. I don't believe he. Maybe initially, but then it was like if he panicked. See, this is again not giving himself enough fucking. Not really taking total responsibility. It's like because you could feel a little bit of empathy. All right, he did something foolish and he panicked, but he was fully ready. And this is something that he's never owned. He was fully ready to use the lie as a weapon at Dream going forward. It wasn't like he panicked and it fucking he got out of it real quick. He was like, oh, I got out of it. Okay, now I can use it. Because most people, if they lie, right? Let me make this a little simpler. I'll try to say it a little simpler. Most people, if they lie and they get out of something, they're like, Johnny boy. Wait a minute. Not only this worked, I can pick up this club and I can hit you. I'm going to fucking hit with it. That's demonish, man, if there is such a word.
You know, Dream didn't tell the story in a very charitable light. He said some things that had connotations that just weren't part of the original. Some stuff like...
So he's theorizing that you were a fucking snake. He got some things wrong. So what? Overall, he was right. You know?
He had sent sexual messages to fans claiming it was me. That was like a quote from his Reddit post, which never really happened. Okay. It was, a message about someone working on a Minecraft sex mod, which is not what that implies. And the whole post to me was, it made me panic really hard.
Wait a minute. Didn't he make up the thing about the Minecraft sex mod?
Yeah.
And so so Dream portrayed that as sending sex stuff to his fans?
Yeah.
Saying that he was involved in some kind of sexual impropriety or some sexual deviance or at least some strange sexual debate. So let me get this straight. So Dream thought the lie about the Minecraft sex thing was trying to paint him as a creep. That doesn't sound crazy. Sounds like, yeah. Well, I wasn't exactly doing that, but I was doing this, and it has to do with sex. Yeah, that's kind of the way he took it. Maybe that wasn't your absolute intent. Nobody will know. Nobody can get in your fucking head. Not anybody would want to. But no, it's trying to make him out to be a creep. Minecraft sex. Who else makes Minecraft sex? I know, the most insane YouTuber on the platform, Futuristic Hub.
Because I built up my reputation as being someone really upstanding, someone that didn't take part in these sort of childish activities that I once did. And I could have grounded myself on a serious level with the content that I produced.
That's not true. And I'll tell you why. Not that I cared, because it's Bionic Pig. You fucking love torturing people. I tell this before. Every morning I got up, right? Because he lives in a fucking time zone from 2 weeks from now. I was saw him up, and he was fucking with somebody. But on his stream, because he had power at that point. And I remember clicking on it and just seeing him sit there, because he has this weird kind of angle like this, and it was just like a weird grin. Yeah, it was like Bionic, fuck Bionic Pig and everything, right? But it always seemed like it wasn't just busting nuts in a chat. It wasn't done and then left there. it always seemed like there was some kind of perverse joy that he was getting from it. That's my personal opinion.
There's harm being done. Like, it's not.
Yeah, he liked that. I think that's what he enjoyed the most. So it's not like he grew out of it like a year or two later and just came back to bite him in the ass. I saw him fucking with plenty of people on streams. You know, he definitely whipped up people to fuck with, and some of it was funny. I'm gonna be honest with you, you know. But you know, I never bought this fucking. I was childish back then, and like 11 months later, I was a new man. No, it's horseshit. Not. The narrative he's weaving. You notice, like when he tells this shit, like he couldn't say, "Look, I just told this major lie to cover myself up." All right, most of you know about it. Let me go on to what I'm doing in the future. No, he paints this narrative that, yeah, he did this shit, but it really wasn't as bad as everybody thought it was, and then it gives you the impression, well, he doesn't think it was that bad.
Produced, and I felt like if this gained traction, my credibility would be completely dashed. So I did possibly the worst thing that I ever could have done, and I ran with the story that I told Dream the previous year.
Used it.
The terrible story about someone else getting access to my account.
You gotta remember, he was winning with that story for a while. Mm-hmm. He was winning. Yeah. He was winning. If you know, you know. That's the thing with Nick Diorio. Nick Diorio's fighting with all his friends and telling everybody they're fucking stupid.
Yeah, and then weren't you like, this is gonna get fucked up?
I didn't know. No, I didn't think it would ever come out. I was shocked when Nick called me and said that first thing he did was apologize to me, and I think you're right. Might be right. Then Willie was in the call, and then when I give Nick an idea, it's like I give him like just the sliver, and then he comes out with all the particulars. So it's something to the effect of, so what do we do? Like to make us to make him talk. Well, Nick, we do what we all do. We record him. And Nick's like, okay. And then that's all that, like, I'm not saying I was responsible for the whole thing as far as, but I was definitely involved. And then like, okay, Nick was like, I'm going to do this, that, and that. And that'll get him to spill. And that's exactly what happened. So that's it. He kind of got, we set him up. It was an op for sure. After you fucking, I mean, he really, like, I don't think John realizes like what, and he probably didn't care and probably love for it to happen. But my news team was pretty divided. It was the most tension-filled time that I've ever had, and I haven't really had too much problems. And we were able to eliminate problems before they got out of control. Now we got like factions. I can't have that. So that's what you did to me, John.
And I came up with that terrible story in 17 minutes, which is why...
You should have came up with a better story then, huh? That's what it sounds like.
It was so terrible. But
not like, well, I'm going to come up with a better story.
it was a moment of really intense panic and not knowing what to do, and I lied about it. Buy that shit. And I regretted it very soon afterwards.
No, you didn't.
At that point...
No, you didn't. If you know, you know. We got you on tape. That's not true. You didn't regret it. You realized it worked, it landed, and you used it to attack Dream. That's a fact. That's an undeniable fact. Maybe me and Nick, this conversation we had about Dream was maybe you're just not working. This isn't working because you're a liar, and everybody knows it. And it's just that simple. Everybody knows you're a liar. Nobody thinks Turkey Tom lied. They think he's an idiot. That's it. He's a fucking idiot. I mean, I'm sure some people think he did it like fucking maliciously, deliberately. That's what I'm saying. There's a difference between first and second degree murder. Still murder. It's just like it's just people hate murder. Like people are more understanding about murder and manslaughter when it happens on the spot than they are. The laws are built that way. Than if somebody plans the murder. You planned it. It's unbelievable. Like you had no guilt until you got caught.
I thought I had already gotten myself in too deep, and I didn't really know what else to do, to be fully honest.
No responsibility, none.
Yeah, the situation really it broke me in a way that I
it broke you after you got caught.
Obviously, I've been in controversies before. Obviously,
no, you weren't. Only with me telling everybody. Only with me fight when you're telling everybody you're fucking full of shit.
I would say only you basically calling what was.
Yeah. Like you're a scumbag. And then the short period of time where I was like, wow, him and Nick are working together. It seems to be working. I'm trying to be nice to you.
You were waiting for it because you brought it up.
No, here's what happened. I mean, here's the timeline. I thought he was a garbage can the second I met him. All right, the second I saw him Titan. Then the whole NCO thing came, and then he got smart and left. And then him and Nick started working together. Now, I'm not one to get in between things, and he did do good things for Nick. I don't think anybody could fucking deny that. And they both kind of built sort of off each other. And then he had come up, and when I was doing news on the other channel, he had helped me out. That was a strange conversation. I remember that. Like, I was like trying to put things behind us, and I guess I was like, I'm gonna be cool with you now. And I was like, I really appreciate what you're doing. And it was just, it's like you're speaking to a wall or something. He just didn't, there's no human relation there. It probably was only my channel because he thought it was going to help him. I think it was the Middle East Nesion thing. And I was getting serious views on the other channel at the time. And subs. And yeah, it just, I don't know, something didn't connect. It's just, when you talk to John privately, it's like talking to a robot in VR or something, like one of those things that VR comes with.
You feel like something. You feel like something's off.
Yeah, like it's not responding to you. It's NPC, and not NPC in the fact that there's somebody stupid, but NPC in the fact that like you're literally not talking to a human. You have three choices, and you have a pretty good idea when you click on these three choices what the NPC is going to say.
Yeah.
Usually it's used as you're stupid. Like, there's something there, but there's nothing there. It's so weird with him.
I've been criticized before, but this was an entirely different ball game. I made countless missteps, and I wish I could go back and change everything and restart, because so many things of what I did were just completely out of line. But yeah, it kind of snowballed from there, and about 10 days later, it came out that I lied about everything, and I basically just fessed up on Twitter, and I left for a few months to basically just evaluate myself.
And that's not true either. He made a alternative account and started arguing with everybody on that alternative account that fucking was criticizing him, except me.
Then deleted it. Didn't apologize for that.
Yeah.
Then came back
so
again.
Full of shit. I mean, you're really full of shit.
And find out where the next steps were in terms of me making content or returning or leaving or what was going to happen. Obviously, this affected more than just my channel. It affected me mentally as well. I'm sure you can imagine having literally hundreds of thousands of people coming at you, calling you some of the worst things, is not a very fun experience. I've obviously been in drama before, but generally the drama is always been on my side, or the majority of people have always been on my side. And at this point, no one was on my side because there was nothing to defend me on. There was no sort of out that you could give me. Everyone kind of called me some of the worst things you could. I decided ultimately to return to YouTube because I felt that I could still offer something to the platform, and I owed it to the people that still want.
What's this honest fucking? I offer something like we work to give something to make YouTube a better place. You had just moved out, and you need to pay some motherfucking bills, man. To offer something to platform, like it sounds like you're leading on a hockey team. So why are you still playing hockey? You're fucking 38 years old. You could have retired 3 years ago. I think I still have something to offer to the team. No.
How old is Yager?
Fuck what Susan Wojcicki thinks. I care. Maybe you said I still had something to offer the commentary community, but I still the platform. Fuck the platform. I go to a new platform tomorrow, and then I made more money. TikTok, here I come. Hey, like who are you kidding?
Wanted to see me make stuff to give it a fair shot and try my hand at making content again. So I did. I returned.
See, he's not like fucking Zaptai. Zaptai just wants to make videos. He wants his influence and the videos back.
With a few really quite tame videos. But unfortunately, the channel state, as I'm sure you've probably gathered if you've been keeping up with my channel, is not good at the moment by any stretch of the imagination. To say things lightly, the channel is holding on by a thread at the moment. I've completely been kicked out of all of the YouTube recommendations. And the reason for that is that whenever people see my video in their feeds, they hit the unsub button because I assume some people just don't like me anymore. They don't want to be subbed. Some people just don't remember me and don't want to be subbed. And I see some people just don't care about the content and they want to unsub.
These are the consequences. Like, I don't know. Like, why are you having a heart-to-heart with people? Like, why are you telling people stuff they already know?
And those are 3 reasons. Usually you'd only have one reason people would unsub. They just don't really care about you anymore and they leave. But because I had this massive controversy, a lot of people just don't want to really watch anything from me anymore, which is fine. But those unsubs actually sent a message to YouTube saying that my own subscribers aren't interested in the content that I'm putting out. So YouTube does not put my videos in recommended at all.
Ooh, I don't really recommend it for jack shit. I managed to fucking keep on because I just drove through and lost subs for 2 years, 3 years, right?
Just held on
Just held on.
for dear life.
I had a dear life. I didn't have any.
I'm just kidding.
I didn't have any fucking job prospects. That was a real truth. Yeah. That's the truth. It's making more money here, even with the, without beta or anything else.
It doesn't put them on the homepage. Sometimes it just doesn't notify people. It doesn't put them in the sub box. It doesn't put them where they should be for my own subs.
You're not a reliable source. I don't think you deserve that. Is that being unfair?
To be able to find them anymore. So my entire channel was being kicked out of this recommendation system. Here's the graph.
Oh, God.
Before and after. And you can see how...
it's the algorithm. It's not me. It's not my behavior. This is I see the graph. Here's a month of controversy. It should say
Take a breath.
It should say beginning of consequence. I mean, that's what it should.
And the financial impacts from this.
I like lost subs and all this shit happened to me. And I didn't do anything. I didn't fucking beg Keemstar for money. I didn't do any of the things I was accused of. Like nothing, not one thing. All of it's verifiable. And I still had to deal with it. Oh my God, grow the
This is
fuck up.
This is what we call a cause and effect.
Yeah, exactly what that graph. Cause and effect. We should. Somebody, Pim and Pete, are you there? Could you change this and just write cause and effect?
Taken a dive, considerably.
That's fucking funny.
And the financial impacts from this, I'm sure you can imagine, have also not been great.
No, I can imagine.
I moved out of my parents' place
Like a month.
about a year ago now.
Oh, is it?
So a few months into moving out.
All right, so it's October. When did this happen? Like late January, February? Because I was in this house because I'm coming up on a year living here now.
Yeah, I joined the team.
All right, he moved in October, November, December. He went out of the house 4 fucking months, and we had said that at the time that you're probably gonna have to move home. Ain't no way. Yeah, all John ever wanted to be was a YouTuber. He didn't want to be anything else. Kind of like fucking Alex.
I got into this massive controversy, which was not great. But thankfully, I am smart with money, and financial ruin for me is still, quite a long way off. But just to give you like an idea of how bad things are.
You always go back with your parents. Who are you kidding about financial ruin? You have no idea what that means.
Well, your country no longer has freedom, so that's
a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Making less than half of what I should every month. In order to break even.
I just want to show everybody something. I call this the wall of John Swan. Right there. Because he built that wall. He literally did back. I just want to. Just a side note. Thanks, John. John built my wall. John built the wall.
He built
the wall. He literally built that wall.
He built the wall.
He built that wall from the ground up.
For a person of
Fuck,
color.
it cost me $1,000. Yeah, thanks, Sean.
With bills, food, rent, etc. So yeah, things are not great financially. Things are not great view-wise. Remember, this is how I make
get ready,
money.
motherfuckers. It's gonna get worse when they pass that bill.
Videos to get views, and those views generate ad revenue, and that ad revenue, 55% of that comes to me, 45% to YouTube. That's how I make money. This is my job. And when the views are this bad and the channel is doing this bad, that does put into doubt in my mind about where things are going into the future.
Well, see, even Watch Mojo has 24 million subs and gets 1 million views. They get like 30K views on average. Because it's not as cool as it used to be. It's 1 million views, a lot of views though. No matter how big your channel is. I mean, Pewds gets that. That's why Pewds is so amazing.
Love to just make videos for
people don't talk about him anymore and he gets views.
Fun and not have to worry about ad revenue, not have to worry about views, but I do worry about it because it's my job, and it's my job
Fair
to worry
enough.
about it.
I get you there.
I never had this issue before.
That's the only fucking thing he said worth of shit here. I got to worry about views. You can sit there, he got nothing for the views. I'm always amazed by that comment. Well, yeah, it kind of is like, paying the electric bill.
Well, you're uploading videos to a platform where the objective is for people to view it.
Yeah. Like I never really understand. You're just doing it for views. I mean, I suppose you could like even there's some things you shouldn't do for views, and there's things that are exploitive.
Right,
like that, but
you get where I'm going with it. It's like creating a fucking social media account where you protect your fucking shit. You only allow certain people to why have social media?
By the way, I just want to announce if you want to become a member, we are having a member stream right after this where we're going over Turkey Tom's Virgin video. Is he coming on or no?
He hasn't absolutely confirmed, but I think he is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like doing this because you have the two voices, but Tom's voice is very pronounced because I don't like doing Nick videos when Nick's here. But Matt asked him, and if he definitely comes on, we'll definitely put him on. But we're going to watch the Virgin video, and that's going to be right after this, like immediately, whenever this ends. It's in the community tab. It's ready to go. It's members only. If you want to be there, be there.
All my videos did well. Even the videos that I thought did poorly still did fine in terms of generating revenue. I've never had a problem with not being able to break even in a single month. But now I have not broke even for about 7 months.
Beginning of consequence. Deal. I want to watch Virgin.
That obviously has a major.
I mean, it doesn't get 200K views. Well, it just lived its life. This entertainment shit, it comes and goes, man. People get sick of this shit.
A mental impact on you.
People don't buy Star Wars shit like they used to. Some of that's their own fault, but at the end of the day, it was always going to die. Star Trek's not as big as it used to be. That's not all woke shit either. Month of controversy.
I'm sure you can imagine just the money in my account every month going down and down and down and down and down. Not really.
I'm actually not imagining that at all.
Yeah, no, it seems like
I don't fucking care.
He acts like he's the first guy this ever happened to. Like it's me. It's me.
Nobody ever loses a job.
But
Nobody ever does that.
It's me. You don't understand. If you're not getting this, it's me this time. It's me. It's not Chris Hansen. It's not Benji. It's me. me.
Baseline. As I said, look, I'm not going to go under anytime soon. That's still a long way off because, I saved up and I don't spend money on things I don't need to spend money on.
This isn't going to help.
Things are not.
Well, yeah, he just wants to threaten everybody. If you really like my content, you're going to start watching me. But while you're at it, attack my enemies and critics.
Comes across as me just complaining about everything that's happening, and I'm not even giving myself a solution. But I don't really know what else I'm supposed to do at this point anymore.
Grow up.
I'm really
grow the fuck up. That's what you're supposed to do. Grow the fuck up. Do what you have to do. Maybe the YouTuber thing wasn't in the cards for you. I wanted to be on the radio. I wanted to be the center fielder for the New York Yankees. That didn't work out. I would have loved to play left wing for the Rangers. I would have loved to have been in a super fucking band. My friend's band opened up for Lincoln Park when everything you say to me. I watched that. That would have been nice. Didn't happen. Grow the fuck up. Grow up. Grow up. Just grow up. Please. Is somebody in that fucking house of yours or your parents like, hey, John, grow the fuck up? Anybody? No, we don't do that anymore. All right, I'm your dad. Call me daddy for a second. Grow the fuck up. Grow up, go up.
At a loss because my videos take a while to make. I put pride into my content.
I thought you just copied them from Nick.
Videos. I pump out videos more frequently. But that means the quality of the content would also have to take a dive.
You're an editor.
Which means the people that subbed for the high quality content would unsub once they see the content has dropped in quality. So I
guess he doesn't go over the stunt he just pulled with Turkey Tom. I guess that doesn't play into his narrative very well, does he?
They'll have to maintain the same standard of quality. So that means taking time on videos.
And here's another thing. Gilfi, I've been accused of Gilfi. You fucking you sleep with dogs. You sleep with dogs, you get fleas. You fucking hang out with
yes.
You hang out with a bunch of jerk offs, with the possible exception of Cordwit, and there are a bunch of guys that like to troll and fuck. There's a difference between trying to fuck. I don't want to sit there and bitch about trolling. Trolling is fun, But bandwagoning and hurting people is another fucking story, and that's what you like.
Yeah,
that's what you like the most. You know, that's why you have fucking. That's why you and Cobra are like kindred like spirits. Like, but Cobra's like, I don't like that mask. You're fiddling with yours. You know, fuck the mask. Man, Cobra's like, fuck this shit. I'm a garbage can. You know, Daddy C, call me Daddy. No, grow up. Nobody. I don't think anybody says that.
Nope. Tommy's gunning for Alex Cooper now. Look out.
Just go the fuck up, man. Like,
call Tommy Daddy.
But then the videos just don't do well, and I don't make money, and I'm back where I started.
Get this, if your videos don't do well, you don't get money.
I wish I could just go back to the days where, I didn't have to rely on this, and I didn't have.
You were doing, back in the days, you were doing everything you could in your powers to work yourself in a position to make money. Who the fuck are you kidding? I was there, buddy. I just wish I could go back to the days when it didn't matter. It never mattered more to you then when you weren't making money. You don't want to fucking make videos. You want to be powerful. You want to fuck with people.
I'd love to sit on my ass all day and bring in a fucking $100,000.
Well, so I mean, I'll give YouTubers a little more credit than that. I mean, it is hard to come up with this shit. It's easy to criticize, and I'm not saying he's a no talent.
Yeah, right.
He's a no talent, but he's not the full package, and he knows it. That's a weird thing about John. Is he knows he's not like fucking critical or God, even who's other good? He's not even as good as Tom. I bet that cut everything. You watching? Yeah, I don't think he's as good as Tom. Not as good as Wavy. Or Tom. He's a really good editor. Strong editor.
Very strong editor.
Very strong editor.
That's a lot of money,
there's something
I guess,
game show about him, and it's always been game show about him. John sounds like he's slowly transitioning into DSP. He's not that.
Well, I don't think he's.
DSP doesn't know the lie. DSP's no. I'm sorry. He's definitely a lolcow.
That's a reach. That's a big reach.
But
I think John's a little smarter than DSP.
Yeah.
That's not saying a lot. But let's pump the brakes on that one.
I think John. I'll give you 5. There you go. Thanks so much. I think she's a lot smarter than DSP, but I don't. But it's totally and completely immoral, you know. I think it's more. You're playing a Sea of Thieves, and you go in the storm, and the compass spins around. I think about John's moral compass, and that's where it's always in the storm, spinning around. You know? That's woo! Look at that. You know,
have to think about money or think about revenue, but unfortunately, I do have to think about
no
it.
Shit,
it's a simple
Sherlock.
Understanding
it's
of how
almost
money
like a child is real. I need money to survive.
Works. I can't.
Maybe you'll never call anybody a sellout again, will ya?
Put in a whole month.
It might actually.
Yeah, you big sellout.
For it to get 50K, 60K views, that's not sustainable for me.
No, you gotta get 100.
So I'm at a loss. On what
you got to get 100 living alone, 500 fucking video to raise a family. That's the way I look at it. Unless you're streaming, doing donation thing like fucking 4 or 5 days a week. There you go.
I'm supposed to do with my channel and my content.
You're a streamer, and I'm really a streamer. You're a streamer, and I have a lot of respect for guys that live off the fucking videos, man. With no other job. Fuck, man. That's a woo.
Yeah, definitely not easy.
No, it's balls. Take some balls to live out of your parents, unless you're just so stupid and you think you're entitled to it. Which I think John's one of those people. It's always going to be there, and no one's ever going to take it away, and I'll be fine. Like, kids have a hard time. Like, and you know what? I couldn't do it either. So it's not like I'm going to jump on John for this one. I could not see myself at 40. Can you even now? And even now, you're approaching 30. Do you even see what your life is? But Jeff, you're kind of like a better person than me. Like, do you see where your life and have a plan or an outlook? Do you see yourself 40 years old, marriage, kids? You can even like imagine it. Because when I was your age, it was like imagining the size of the sun. The sun is so much bigger than the earth. It's not comprehensible. Do you see yourself that late? Or maybe you do, because you kind of got your shit together more than I did when I was your age.
An idea, definitely.
You have an idea of it? Yeah, that's probably. Like, I don't think he has any idea.
Yeah, 40 for me is coming in hot, and I can't even still imagine.
You still can't imagine. Well, you're retarded.
Yeah, like, I have an idea how things are going to turn out as long as I don't become a complete fucking retard.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing. When you think like John, you don't think that far out. You know, you just don't think. And I never thought that far out, by the way. Never. Not even in my 30s. You know, it's just like
the thing is too, like if you have a moral compass, you try to be a decent fucking human being.
Yeah. Well, I've never
don't
had that
lie
problem.
about shit constantly. Like life isn't in general isn't that difficult.
YouTube isn't that important. You know, I get the whole die. You gotta hustle. You gotta stay in there. You know, maybe
absolutely.
Maybe you have to look the way on a couple other fucking things. You can't burn certain fucking bridges. I get that. And maybe if everybody knew absolutely everybody announced you, maybe they would know that you're maybe not as honest and moral as you're projecting. I get that. You probably could do that to me and Nick and anybody else that you respect. There's probably things that we have done that you don't like, that you thought we would have done under those circumstances. I'm sure you get that with everybody. But, I mean, with John, it's like he does everything wrong. Like if there's anybody, like, you're having another heart-to-heart with your fan base. Did the last one work? It almost feels like you're doing this. Like, I get the feeling when you uploaded this, you were thinking to yourself, well, like the last time I empathize with James. This is because I'm pretending to reveal my soul, no one will attack me. You know, that they'll get sympathy. You're just a listening sympathy. No, I don't fucking attack you. I'm a fucking bastard. And I don't think you're sincere. If I thought you were sincere for a minute, I wouldn't even be making this shit. But nobody buys it. By the way, I heard the conversation we had with Willie Mack. That was funny. I just wanted to know, John.
Because I cannot live off my savings forever. At some point, they will run out. As far off as that may be. And I don't really know what I am supposed to do. I'm really at a loss here.
You're supposed to put yourself, this one used to drive me nuts about the beta thing. You're supposed to put yourself in the best position to make as much money as possible and not like suck somebody's dick or do something illegal doing it. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're always supposed to do. Like, YouTube might not be in the cards for you, dude. And maybe 10 years, 20 years off. Maybe you get into it in your 40s again. And
that's not just YouTube. That's fucking every.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I know. He's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Because it's me. It's me. It's not you. It's me. It's like, fuck out of here, bro.
I'm fortunate to have a fucking awesome career. I love where I work, and I wouldn't find any.
You fell into that too. You had a very different idea when I met you almost 10 years ago. What you were going to be doing by this time.
I did.
Yeah, and you just adjusted. You just adjusted. You wanted to be in sports. You wanted to do all sorts of things. You wanted to announce. It wasn't for you. And now.
No.
And what did me and Dave used to say to you? We used to be like, maybe you should go. Like you look like John Cena. Like maybe go that route. I was like, nah. There's no money in that.
Well, yeah, and then I have to stumble across the company I work for now,
right,
and
Jen,
then I got
his own house.
friends of those people.
You own that house, lock, stock, right?
What's up?
Do you own that? You still have a mortgage on that house? Or you own it lock, stock?
You
still have your dad paid off. I know that.
I've basically been paying for everything ever since my dad got sick.
Oh, so you still have a mortgage on it? All right, but that house is in your name. That's Jeff Huffman's house, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Well. I always thought like maybe you should do the personal training thing. I don't know anything about that, but
you want to hear the weird thing too? There's people that I work with that make more money than me because they bust their ass and they're better.
Yeah, and then one day you're gonna learn.
It's weird how that works.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Sometimes people make more money until they don't bust their ass. And I get that too, but then. You just find
there's people I work with right now, like they're there fucking.
Well, we're reading too much into he's saying I don't know what to do now because he's a listening he's a listening fucking sympathy that he doesn't deserve. Like it'd be interesting if you were like 12 years old. My mommy and my daddy are dead. I don't know what to do. That would be like, holy shit, we gotta help this guy. It's your YouTube channel, fuckface.
I'm sorry. I just want to point out, party of one in the chat just says, "Oh, Jeff is a Jew."
No, Jeff.
I'm not Jewish.
No, he's as waspy as they get. You're white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, right?
Technically, I'm Catholic. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Technically, you're Catholic. Nobody ever said you were Catholic. Your dad wasn't Catholic.
I don't go to church.
You were raised Catholic. That's more interesting than anything, Johnson.
Your parents were Catholic.
Your parents were Catholic.
Which one? Your mom or your dad?
I actually think both were.
Your father was from the South and fucking a Catholic.
What?
Your dad was from Arkansas. I know that. He was like old school Southern boy.
Yeah.
And they were Catholic.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't raise you on the religion. Oh, that's crazy.
There's
No,
Catholics
no, we're not very religious.
Oh, you
like,
don't
I have
very
beliefs
religious.
and stuff like that. I don't go to church. I don't
You're
do
kind of
crazy.
silly. I'm surprised they were out of it though. You know, being Midwestern and then wow, Catholics in the Midwest. All right, there you go. Learn something new every day. Jeff's a beat.
I like sports. I like sports and guns.
Yeah, that was Jeff's religion. Baseball.
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 Honestly,
Football, hockey.
That's actually pretty accurate.
Yeah.
I've
Sports
been
are my
talking
religion.
to people and trying to think of solutions, and no one can even help me.
Oh, get the fuck out! Now I don't think he's being mean. I thought he was just saying dumb shit. Now I think he's just.
So, yeah, I don't really know. I
have a 45 on my right. I suppose I could put it in my mouth and pop my brains out of his head, but I don't know what to do.
It's always what I wanted to do. It's my job. It's my career. I couldn't imagine myself doing anything else. University doesn't interest me. I could go.
Yeah, but you fucked this up. I can't imagine myself doing anything else. Yeah, so what? There was a time where I couldn't imagine myself not being in the New York Yankees. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Full scale into editing work, but even then,
no money
this
in that.
is really what I want to do.
Actually, I know somebody makes good money editing. Nah, you don't.
This is what I want to.
I was almost like, should I have a moment and talk to somebody for John? And I was like, nah.
To do forever. I threw it all away.
Why would I recommend somebody to somebody I like that I know is making money to editing like this monster?
Really, really stupid thing I did. And as stupid as that was, I don't believe that I deserve to be punished in perpetuity. 8 months on.
Are you kidding me? That's the total mass slip right there. I can't believe he said that. It's so clear that he doesn't think he did anything wrong or should have been punished. You don't think. It's like that scene. I'm not giving anything away. I saw the new Sopranos movie. How familiar we are with Sopranos? You familiar with the character Christopher?
I have not watched it.
The movie starts out like this.
I need to.
Right, where it goes through a graveyard, right, in New Jersey. And you hear, as you pass the graves, you hear them talking and like about their lives, right? Uh-huh. And you get to Christopher's grave and he's bitching about being in hell. Like this is what it sounds like. This is John bitching about being in hell. Like, never mind. He even says something so stupid like, he goes, my last name's religious, and they still don't give a shit down here. like Christopher literally says that. Yeah, yes, I'm sorry. Michael Imperioli is in, big spoiler, he's in fucking Many Saints of Newark. All right, but it's like the first seconds of the movie. Michael, can you believe this? My last name's religious, and I was an altar boy. That's the first scene of the movie. That's what it sounds like to me. like I don't think I should be punished. Like that's what Christopher thought. That's what Christopher thought. I shouldn't be doing any of this. He said I experimented with the criminal lifestyle. My name's religious, and now I'm in hell. This is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like something to me out of Dante's Inferno. Like, if you read Dante's Inferno, it's a bunch of people bitching that they're in hell and why they really don't deserve this shit. Really, I'm totally wrong with speed of psychopath. I'm really old. I never should have said that. You and Steve DeLeave should go bowling. Apparently, I made him out to be a fucking social justice warrior. I don't know, despite his content being social justice warrior-esque. And then you. I'm so out of line here.
The effects from that is still not lifted. I thought by now, surely things would have gone back to normal, but they just haven't. I'm back at square one. I never seem to be gaining anything.
He tried a stunt on Turkey Tom. He did a stunt with his girlfriend. He never did. He never went.
I've been stuck at the same sub count now for 8 months. 165,000 subs. I haven't.
Anybody connect with that except other YouTubers? Why would you say that to the public?
Okay, so people in the chat. So I know this isn't a love phones, but this is how not to get laid.
No kids, pathetic.
Even grown the channel at all.
All right, ask yourself right now. I want to put 1 in the chat for Deji and 2 in the chat for John. Who's a bigger loser? Fucking John or fucking Deji? I think it's clear. I mean, John has literally become the characters he used to make videos
Yeah,
about.
I actually don't. I don't think it's close.
I don't think it's close. Like, Deji's been successful, and he like had a breakdown later in his career, right? He's still going. That's one thing about Deji. He never quit, no matter how stupid a fuck up he did.
No, he's still going.
He's still going.
Is John Swan a bad guy?
I think so. Probably. I'm not. Maybe. I don't know. Does it matter? Hey, that's another thing you got to ask yourself. Does it really matter if John's a bad guy? If John made videos that I fucking like, I'd probably watch them. Yeah, I'm gonna sit there and act like I'm above it.
Is he sick of being seen as a bad guy?
Yeah. This is fucking amazing.
I'm sure you can imagine like making video after video after video, and every single one of them flopping. Every single time you upload, you lose subs. Every single time this happens, you know, that takes a mental toll on you. And I went like 3 months without making anything because I just didn't feel like making a single thing. I was completely demotivated, demotivated in a way that I've never ever felt before. You know, I've had creative dry spells, but you know, this was something else, and I don't really know. I don't really know what the next steps are for me and my channel.
Wow.
You know, I have seriously thought about just quitting because you know, I can't continue to do this forever.
No,
you know,
nobody can, unless you get
if I go
rich.
into editing work, I'm not going to be able to work on this.
Just go to school.
So it's like one or the other. Either this works out, or I do something else. Because you know, making videos takes so much of my time. I can't just like.
It's like a passive aggressive. I'm going to take my ball and go home, and like, but nobody cares if you take your ball.
Spend half my time making videos and half my time doing whatever else. You know, I have to put all into this, otherwise I'm just never going to get a video done. Yeah, and I'm kind of just at this.
How any fucking
crossroads where I'm like, I don't know if I can continue with my dream if I'm not able to sustain myself off it anymore.
Are you gonna cry on camera?
And all this because I made one
think he's trying.
mistake.
You didn't make one mistake. You made a series of mistakes to cover up the other mistake.
Fucked up
multiple
times.
Then when you said you learned your lesson, you continued to make more and more mistakes. You insulted the fucking public with your fucking cry fest. Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? You know what, John? I want you to look at me real quick because you're probably watching this and you're a fucking egomaniac. All right. Nah, I'll take I'll take
Daddy Cam. It's Daddy Cam.
This way, don't nobody donate. Well, no, you can. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't work. I want to say
never said that before.
This is a conversation. I want to think about the conversations we've had over the years. All right, you never listened to me. You only tried to persuade people that I was wrong. And this is before any of this shit. I want you to think about what that means. You never listened to the words that were coming out of my mouth. And by the way, I turned out to be very right about you. And very right about YouTube and things in general. You always just decided to dissuade even me about me being wrong. Now, not to say that I'm always right or I was right every time I talk to you. That is the crux of your fucking problem. You want to paint a narrative. You don't give a fuck about the truth. So, all right, leave me out of it. You don't listen. You only want people to believe what you're putting out there. If it's true, that's great. If it's not, that's your problem in a nutshell. That's it. That's it. Remember we were talking about fucking Susie Lou, the whole thing we got in the big NCO fight? That's when I first started to realize you're a douchebag. A year later, you're kicking off of Susie Lou. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I was kind of right. And I said I was right for the wrong reasons. But, yeah, maybe it was right to cover Susie Lou back then. And it's just like me saying something congratulatory. Like I was trying to congratulate him. And he was like, no, I stand by what I said last year. It wasn't a good thing to cover Susie Lou at the time, which let... he just... Because he has to be right. And then he was right. Maybe it was right. I had to wait or something like that. We were all saying, me and Nick got in a fight with the whole NCO because you guys wouldn't fucking go after these dudes when you guys say you're for fucking free speech on the platform. This is a real clear-cut opportunity. You and everybody else in there told us to go fuck. You know? And then when I brought it up a year later, isn't it ironic? Just like a passing comment that was complimenting you on your success. You turned it into a fucking argument. And then when I caught you stealing from Nick, you suck your fans at me. And I fucked them up. You with your 100K. Fuck Billy Baines up. Fucked your homeboy. No, not him. Too bad. What is this? A-Star? I think he's coming around though. I don't know why he still hangs out with you. You're a loser. But then that's it. This is the end of the day. It's the truth doesn't matter. And for a long time, he got away with it. You want people to believe a certain thing. You don't care if it's true. Your whole video is this. It's just that simple. That's what I wanted to say to you.
Spiraled into this massive drama that I just wish I could have prevented. Sure, you can imagine the last few months have not been...
He did cry. I think he did. Well, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I could have prevented. Sure, you can imagine the last
He definitely stopped the tape.
few months have not been easy on me.
He might not be capable. That's cruel.
Even during the drama, you know, I like to put up this facade of me being, you know, the uncancelable YouTuber, but on the inside, I was just screaming and kicking the whole time.
You weren't. If you know, you know. If any of you guys are feeling sorry for him for 1 fucking second, go listen to the Nick DiOrio tapes between him. He is absolutely, without a doubt, no remorse. No remorse. He's not even remorseful when he's approached by Nick after Nick relays it. All he says is, no, not like this. There is no remorse. There is nothing in his behavior to suggest there was more remorse. Again, it wasn't, whew, that lie got me out of that one. It worked. Let's use it. Let's use it. Let's finish the job I wanted to start. On a lie, based on a lie. That's why I think it's like, in the eyes of the people, I think it's actually worse than what Tom did. This is my disagreement with DiOrio. Like, I kind of believe him, I kind of don't. If he put banger videos, it wouldn't matter if he fucking shot people. People are that fucked up in the world.
Right.
Yeah, it's just, but I guess that's the reason he can't get going again. The reason he can't be accepted as a decent person again is because of this shit. Yeah, like it'd be like I've heard people say I don't like Howard Stern, but I listen to him every week. He made a career on that. Yeah, sure, because he was entertaining. John's not that entertaining. This is only entertaining to freaks like me that watch. I like watching bad people just crack.
Being like, why on earth did you get yourself into this? I'm sure all of you have had a lie that you've told that spiraled out of control somehow, but it just didn't happen to you on the internet. And obviously, I know I'm a...
Yeah, that's true, but I don't remember fucking making excuses about it. Why it's like your thing is it was a freak occurrence. It was just, you know, it was like lightning striking, and he just got really. Your whole thing is like you didn't do anything wrong. He just got really unlucky. I mean, that's the vibe of the whole video.
Public figure, and I know my standards of which I'm supposed to be holding myself to are supposed to be higher.
No.
But
you're not higher.
I did exactly that.
He thinks public figures are higher than regular people. That's fucking funny.
I made a stupid mistake that spiraled, and I've suffered a lot. I've suffered a lot.
If you want forgiveness,
I
get
realized while
religion.
editing this video, I didn't even film an outro.
I got one. This one's called Cat Circus. No, that's not it. Hold on. That's it. Oh, there you go. Okay. This one's called Cat Circus. This is your outro, John. You're welcome. I have to get my PIN number? What the fuck is this?
Okay.
It's open at the meet?
It's on screen.
It's on screen.
It's on screen.
What's that? Nah, it's not on the main screen. All right, John, hit it.
I don't really know what else to say. I don't know how to end a video like this. I guess advice. Maybe any creators watching, reach out.
Shut the fuck up! That's my advice.
This is my first time ever tackling anything like this. I've got no idea what to do.
I do.
So I guess.
Shut up! Go to school! Stop being a bitch! Stop being a big old bitch!
Appreciate that very much.
Grow up hair! Be a man!
All the support has been amazing.
Take responsibility! Stop acting like this is a lightning bolt that hits you! No, it was your responsibility! It's irrelevant! Well, like, I don't think I should be paid for it this long. It only should have been 3 months! Who's a bigger clown right now? Unbelievable! Unbelievable! The Swan Clown Show never ends. how you get the I hope you enjoyed that.
It's still funny to me.
You're a douche. It's just that simple.
Nice. Is that going to be track 2 right under Onision paying his taxes?
I don't know. I hope I don't have to do
Got
that.
a whole album coming out now.
I thought, like, I literally did the same bit I did last time, too. There's a lot more. People wanted to see this shit. I don't fucking know. You guys are sick. You're all sick. You're ashamed of yourselves. Fuck it. I don't care anymore. Disavow the stream.
People were begging for it.
I think I hero the zero there. I disavow the stream.
You disavow the stream? You disavowed this stream.
I disavow the stream.
Out of all the streams you've said stuff in, you disavowed this stream.
Yeah, because it's easy. It was too easy. I want a challenge.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
Like shit ducks in a barrel.
Hey,
Or
if the pitcher throws a meatball right down the middle, you fucking swing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like every time I'm like, I did. What was the first words out of my mouth when I heard about this? We're not covering it, right? Am I you swearing your mother on that one? That's the first one. We're not going to do it. And it was just more time went by. It's like, how can I not cover this? But it's all like my criticism haven't changed. It's just part 2. I saw you wrote something like it was really funny. It was like, thanks. I heard lots of DMs and lots of support. And I really appreciate everything. Get the fuck out of here. Get a bunch of people telling you to fucking knock it off. Oh, maybe a few sucker fans. God damn. All right, I'm going to take a few calls. If you want to be a member.
Tell me one thing. Check your DMs. Pimpin' Pete sent me this. I thought it was pretty funny.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. You're
fucked
now, John.
Probably.
What did Pimpin' Pete's? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I got to download this shit? I can't just put it on screen?
I sent you a link. I don't know.
There's a link? There's an MP4.
I mean, if you check my DMs,
you sent me a.
Try not to pull the DMs up on stream.
You sent me no, you sent me a fucking MOV file, dude.
I did.
Yeah, you did. You did? Yeah, you did. I'll fucking download it. Fuck it. I don't know if we'll capture it or not. Fuck it. I want to watch it. I think it's cool.
What are you downloading a fucking Marvel movie? Like, how long is it going to take?
No, it's right here. I just
Why
make sure.
am I still?
Okay, I gotta get on screen. Hold on. This is too funny. You know where this is going, right? Here we go. That better be on screen.
There you go.
Why am I still getting hate? Why am I still getting hate?
Yes. Thank you, Pimpin' Pete. I don't think. Imagine the arrogance, the gall, the entitlement. I don't think I should be still paying for this. Imagine that shit. It only should have went away a couple months. It just reminds me of the time when I talked to fucking Mundane Matt. It was like 48 hours, 24 hours after the amazing incident. And he literally said to me, he goes, I'll be back in a month. And he said that balls to he goes, I'll be back in a month. Don't worry about it. Hey, you wrote the book on internet, right? He actually wrote a book on fucking being an internet celebrity.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, it had nothing to do. Like, he got famous whenever there's like a major incident. Like, that happened to me. He get like famous for the same reason me and Tom did. There was like an incident, and it turned into content creation. You know, and then he became a professional. Yeah, it was because of how he quit. The whole gaming thing. Yeah, he was kind of like the ground thing. I'm gonna take some calls.
All right, let's do it.
I'm gonna take exclusive. Gay for Mustaine. Like Dave Mustaine? Is that who you're gay for? Gay for Mustaine? Dave Mustaine, the lead singer of Megadeth?
Yeah, it's more of a joke name, but
Alright, what do you want?
It's a joke.
I know, it's a joke. I didn't think it
I
was real.
have two things to say for you. One question is Metallica or Megadeth?
Metallica.
60-40 Metallica. So, it's only because
Why?
overall they made better songs than Dave Mustaine. Yeah, it's right now. It might be your home, yeah.
I think Metallica wins with Enter Sandman.
I love. You know what happened is they both started to suck around the same time in the 90s. Both of them were awesome.
Yeah.
It's a really close second though. There you go.
Yeah, I think.
And here's another
like,
thing. Dave Mustaine's a phony. He became a big religious wacko. I can't deal with that. I can't wrap my head around that. It's like when I found out that who's the lead singer of Judas Priest? When I found out he was gay, I couldn't get over that.
Rob Halford.
Yeah, you know, when Rob Halford was gay, it was like, man, I knew guys in the 80s would have whipped your ass. Hey, Rob Halford's a big homo. All right, pal, bang. You know, like I really knew people like that. And then he was gay. When he found out he was gay in high school. And I couldn't deal with it. Now I can't get, now Dave Mustaine is kicking fucking guys off his tour because they're saying Satan, because they have satanic lyrics. Can you imagine that? Like, what parallel universe? Why am I talking about heavy metal with you? Do you have anything else to say?
And one more question. Have you heard about the David Ellefson situation where a video of him jerking off with some random 19-year-old was leaked?
Who? With who?
He wants to talk more about Dave Mustaine.
Dave Mustaine was jerking off with a 19-year-old?
The bassist.
The bassist?
David Elfman.
The bassist of Megadeth, yeah. He got.
Was it a girl over age? I don't give a rat's ass. I know he's
she's 19.
She's 19. Who cares?
No, not about the pedophilia, but about the whole situation.
No, I don't care. I don't care what people do. I don't care what consenting adults do. You can jerk off all you like. Have a great day. All right? Bye. Have a day.
Thank you.
How
Goodbye.
did that come up?
What?
That guy's the biggest heavy metal fan from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's
Gay from his
that's peculiar.
I was right. That's weird. He brought up 2 heavy metal things. That was peculiar. It was good. I don't know why I even tolerated it, but... I'm talking about heavy metal. Dr. YouTube, you're on the air. No, fuck you.
What the fuck?
Okay. Probably the other thing. What was wrong?
Android.
66. Go ahead.
Renegator.
All
right. I just want to say about John Swan. Hey, John Swan, remember that time when you said about Pie Man to leave on the internet? Well, if you regret that the decisions you made on the internet, please advise you leave the internet because there are some shit that you're going to regret. And touch grass.
He doesn't, but you understand. It's me.
Yeah, it's him. He doesn't do anything wrong. Like there's no reason it should be happening. It should be happening to him.
Like why? I don't understand why people feel sorry for this grown-ass adult who should be taking responsibility. So, like, goddamn, like, grow the fuck up.
Oh, really? It's
anyway,
disgusting.
that's all I'm gonna say. Fuck John Swan. Good day.
Yeah. That guy's really mad.
See, that's how
I see it.
Quick to the point.
There was a guy, if he's in the audience, call in right now. Wasn't there a guy that called me last week and he's like, why are you assholes so nice to John Swan? This is before this video, like a couple days. Like maybe last week. Somebody called in and said, what's with you guys? Just call in again. I want to talk to you, whatever the fuck you are. Acme.
Hello?
How are you? How can I help you?
Hey, I think John Swan, so he's really worried about his future, right?
Yeah.
And I could totally picture him at like 4:30 in the morning being the weatherman for like Australian news. He just has that face and that boring demeanor.
I think he should do the Australian Price is Right. Fucking Wheel of Fortune or some shit. Because he's a game show host.
Also, I have a question. What was that stuff about like, how did he know that, like, him and Tom's video, like, how did those come out at the same time?
I think he sniped it. I mean, the guys that worked in the video, according to Tom, said they sent pictures of them in Tom in a crosshairs to them.
Oh, really?
And then one of the guys that sent it to him, this is according to Tom, was one of the people accredited and working on the video. So I think it was a plan. I think what happened is, I don't think John knew it was coming either, and it failed miserably. I'm starting to wonder if he thought that it would help him in the algorithm. That maybe he thought that that he maybe wasn't trying to go after Tom, but he thought it would actually help him algorithmically if they put it at the same time. And that theory wasn't true, because a lot of times when you hear guys like John talk about the algorithm, okay, and sometimes they're right. I heard Nerd City say this to me. He always listens to Quobblecop and PewDiePie. Those are the guys that he listens to very closely when they talk algorithm. But at the end of the day, everybody's speculating, right? Some people's speculation is better than others. So I wonder if he wasn't trying to screw Tom as much as he thought that would allow him the boost he wanted, and now that didn't work, and now he's like, I don't know what to do. That kind of thing.
But didn't he put out his video like 5 minutes before? Like
after. It was like 2 minutes, 4 minutes. I think we had the tweet or the time. It was like 2 minutes. So somebody was watching him. So I think what John did is he gave access to other people, and he put people on shift to do it, or he got ridiculously lucky.
So Wouldn't that screw him over if there were two videos that were really similar?
I don't
and one,
know,
like,
but
immediately
my
got
point
picked
is
up?
before, I don't know because I don't pretend to know the algorithm that well. I think by his speculation, this is a theory, by the way, even on my part, he thought it might have helped. Or he was just trying to be a douche. It's one of the two.
Oh.
He was just trying to be a douche, or he thought maybe this would help him get back, bring back some views. So I think it's entirely possible. So maybe he had a theory about the algorithm. He tested it. It didn't work. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
All right, thanks. That's all I got.
Talk to you later. And I just gave him an out, which is really stupid of me. I should just hung up on that fucking guy. Damn it. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so this John Swan guy, right? He lied to Dream, awful person, right? So he's an actual like sociopath because he I
don't know if he's an actual sociopath, but boy,
no, I think he is.
You
he's
are
an awful
okay,
person,
fine,
right?
all right.
But you want to know the worst part about John?
What?
He is gay. He's a son
Get the fuck out of here!
Oh my
You
God.
beat me to it. I don't think John's gay. I don't think that's the one thing. You know, when we really need insight, we go to Smaggle Daggle. How you doing?
Yo, what's up?
I tried to do a Mike Tyson imitation before, and everybody said I sounded like you.
So I just want to say, like, when you were doing that fucking cat circus bit, when you said bigger, it really sounded like you were saying the N-word.
Okay. Did it?
Hard R.
Well, I didn't
Yeah.
say the N-word. I didn't say the N-word. No.
Yeah, bullshit, Tommy. You're
Fuck you. Where are you from? Are you from Massachusetts area? New England?
He dipped.
Fucking jerk off. I'll kick you in your stuttering teeth. How about that? John Bon Zombie? We've had him on before, right? All right. No. Big Chillin'. I like that name. Big Chillin'.
Hey.
Oh, you're white. Are you white?
Nah, Hispanic. I'm
Oh,
Dominican.
okay. Then you can be Big Chillin' because I don't know you're white. Go ahead.
Yeah. By the way, something about John's video that I found hilarious. He conveniently didn't point out that the person he made up that took over his account was autistic, which is the lie that I felt went.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There's so many angles to this. Yeah, he left that out, did he? He left that out.
Yeah, that's the lie that to me took that lie from stupid to scummy.
He didn't panic. I mean, he may have panicked initially. I'm sure that's true. Like, oh shit, they're on to me, right? But as soon as he thought the coast was clear, he did he wasn't like, woo, that was close. He was like, oh, it worked. Now I can use it. And that means he was perfectly happy with using a false narrative against Dream going forward.
Yeah. On top of that, he shot himself in the foot on Twitter afterwards because he replied to Nick DiOrio's Twitlonger where he called out the fact that, hey, you're in your own head and your next few videos that you made when you came back were half-assed. He then replies to it saying, yeah, they were half-assed. If they were half-assed, why the fuck were you upset? If you knew they weren't in the end to put it with. I used to be a college student a few months back. When I half-assed an exam, I wasn't sad that I didn't get an A.
Yeah, I know. He's the entitlements to the roof.
Oh my God.
The entitlements to the roof. Yeah, like I had half-ass videos. I made half-ass videos before they did well. Like that kind of thing. No, you're right.
I think the part that's ironic is that if he came back the way Turkey Tom did, where he just dropped a bunch of high-quality content, he would have been fine.
Probably. That's addictive. Me and Nick had an argument, and I literally had to concede. I didn't concede because, I conceded because he was right. But it's like, I had to fight it because I was trying to get my own worldview together. Like, I don't want to believe people are that fucked up, but they are. They are. I think one of the reasons people think Michael Jackson's fucking innocent is because his music's good. Yeah.
There's still people giving R. Kelly a pass on Twitter. I've seen that.
Yeah. There's always, I could believe I could fly.
He made Trapped in the Closet. What do you mean I can't still listen?
Yeah, I know. My son started singing that song the other day for the first time. I said, where'd you hear that in some YouTube video? I said, that guy went to jail, right? He's like, really? Yeah. I was like, yeah, I guess you can't fly, huh?
Yeah. But no, that's all I have to say. John Swan's an idiot, and he's kind of gotten to his own head more ways.
Yeah, he really thinks he's important. It's me. It's not you. It's me. It's different when it's me. It's different when it's Deji. It's different when it's Chris. It's different when it's Susie Lou. It's me.
Everyone else can have bad apologies, and I can shit on them for it. But why do I get it?
Yeah. Did you? Oh, by the way, I don't know. I did learn something from this video. Do you know when you stop getting views, you don't get money?
Well, it's weird how that works.
Bro, the money aspect, when he started talking about money, that was the only time I heard emotional inflection in his voice.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't blame him. I don't blame him for that. You know what? Yeah, like that part I kind of got. I mean, like, yeah, you're worried about paying your bills. Well, nobody wants to move back in with their parents. Who knows what kind of relationship he has? Maybe he hates their guts. Yeah. He could be moving back into a Mikey Perk situation for all I fucking know. It's like, yeah, I get that, but like, what makes you think like that's one I used to talk about money openly, and I had some fan. He said, "Tommy, you got to stop. I like you, but you're killing yourself." And you know what? Here's the best part, Tommy. Everything you're saying is true, accurate, and insightful, and you have to stop talking about money. People hate it. They hate it. And I did. I kind of stopped talking about it. Like, the only thing I kept in that act is like, yeah, I'm open about liking making money. That's the only thing I kept in that whole fucking thing. I almost never talk about money now. I just talk about how I like making it. And that's probably walking too close to the fucking edge. Just the way it works, man. People want to think you're doing this shit for free. You know?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's all I really had to say.
Take care, Big Chillin'. Big Chillin'! I like Big Chillin'. Aussie Wordsmith. You're on here. John, you there?
I checked her mic. She's fine. It might be the Android glitch.
Android?
There's your first problem.
I hate their Android glitch. Moa Bird Person. Go ahead. Moa? Here's another Android. I don't know if you guys haven't got, like, I don't know what it is. Like, it's like any other call. I don't know why they haven't fixed this shit.
Here's how you fix Android problems.
Do it on PC.
do it on PC or get rid of the Android.
Yeah, I guess you could do it on iPhone.
I heard if you went through the browser on this, go to Discord on your browser, it might work.
I'm going to try that. Yeah, that's not their fault. Maybe I should start putting that in the description. Mr. Cake Dragon Man. Go ahead.
What?
Well, he's on PC. He's just a retard. All right, I'm done. All right, if you become a member right now, we're going to the Turkey Tom video. I'm ending this cast, and I'm going right into the other cast. We're going to do at least an hour over there. And yeah, that's it, Jack. That's it, boys and girls. And that's a little looser. You'll probably see things on there that I wouldn't say here. And then we'll try to fucking hide them right afterwards.
Yeah. That's actually the streams like where we all
not like I'm not saying the N-word, but there are some topics that I really let loose in some of the other idiots.
That's where we shoot our OnlyFans content too.
You can't become a member.
It's in the works.
Well, who cares? That's your fucking problem, Bat. I can't even say his name without feeling fucking. Every time you say Bat Nig's name, you're like, oh my god, that's gonna be on a fucking out of context thing. Right. It's bad enough. Don't you have any pride being a black man from England and call yourself Batnig? Shame on you. Shame on you. Let's give Aussie one more shot. Aussie, last shot. Your last one if you can make it. Bye, Aussie.
Nope.
Aussie,
sorry.
Bye, Aussie. Bye, Aussie. He wants.
Hey.
Oh, welcome back, Paradox. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the commentary one stop on the commentary AIDS community. That's what John wants back. John wants back in the commentary AIDS. Well, you got it. That's another thing. With the possible exception of Nick, all right? Everybody's been through it. Augie's gotten fucking gotten. Admittedly, he was smaller, and the circumstances are all different. I've been through the ringer. Tips has been the ringer. Augie's been there. Bobax has been through the ringer. You know, we've all made our mistakes and had to deal with them every way we can. Can you see Bobax getting on saying, I can't pay my rent this month? I mean, can you see that in a million fucking years? No, I can't.
Nope.
I can see him blaming everybody else. I can't see him like going on like, let's have a heart to heart. I need more money, motherfuckers. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks. I hope you enjoyed it. I do feel a little dirty. Well, it's John. I don't feel that dirty. But I just hope he doesn't do this again. I just want to end my John Swan. You know, I actually want a playlist. I really should. I'm going to. Hey, John, fuck you!
The almighty infinite, independent excellence, devil fighting rebel.
Become a Patreon and see your name there. I guess.
Okay, you cool with Jason Bourne.
All right, if you don't like John Swan, become a Patreon. I'm using it for everything. I'll just use it for everything.
Head in my legs like she about to get your pedigree. Blackstone, 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cones.
You don't want to hear me talk about John Swan.
Don't make me lead them eagles.
I'll see you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here.
I express it through my hip hop.
Bitch.
About to make it hard to breathe. Here's a
headlock. See you in the next show. Right now, we're going to be talking about Turkey Town. Good night.
Bitch and shit.
Bitch and shit.